we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Lobos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rivers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Now they'll run the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Slater. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. There is nothing that warms the old school heart quite like a good pass-catching fullback.
A big boy that likes to hammer people and block and pave the way. Just sneak him out of the backfield occasionally when you need it and get the first down. Nice catch by the big fella.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the 2nd down and goal.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Poole. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So New Mexico's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
He's got it on the right. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Price. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Lobos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Burns. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Lobos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Handoff to the lone back. Makes a pass to marker.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Poole. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Curry. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes them, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Lobos will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Open space at the 25. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
The gift to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
He'll ride his man on the option. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Another incompletion on third down. And the Lobos will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the move. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Third down play from the gun. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. These guys are really as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
The Lobos want to move quickly. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Lobos will call on their punt team. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming.
Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Finds his tight end. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff from the shotgun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running. don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, they're after him. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of times for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI, stayed calm.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Looking downfield, it's Curry. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way behind. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Burns. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Fresno State.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It is good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. Coming out with it, it's Smith. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Curry. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And as he throws.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Kick is in the air.
Return goes out of bounds.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown, New Mexico. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back was one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Curry. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets open down the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the ground with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lobos come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Curry. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to...
He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fresno State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program.
Touchdown, Lobos! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Fresno State takes over in the offense. We'll go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Leaves it with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. The run to the left. Next, going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own. It's a fumble! They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Now the play fake. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Finds his man down the middle. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Lobos will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
And the Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Corral by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
New Mexico, 14.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Lobos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Flores. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and